What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from PumaPlow with something a little bit different. We are back on the farm working on the Alice Chalmers Model B from 1947. Yeah, 1947. There it is. We're back at it. Today we will be working on the engine, taking things apart. As you could just tell there, obviously something was missing from the tractor. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Oh, Dad's scratching the paint, guys. So this particular day, our buddy Zach was at the farm helping us out. So you'll see Dad and Zach working in the video. And I was just kind of bothering them, recording, taking videos and pictures of them working. But that's okay. Somebody's got to document this, right? Sure, why not? So we are currently taking the engine off of the tractor. The front end has already been taken off. I was doing the front end and like the alternator and stuff like that, so you guys kind of didn't get to see that part. But when Zach got to the farm and he was able to jump in, I kind of stepped back and was like, okay, I'll just do some filming and we'll be good. So that is what this is going to be. So since this video has been filmed, some changes have happened at the farm. I've talked about them during my live streams, but definitely some changes. We have actually acquired 2 more Alice Chalmers tractors. We now have this Alice Chalmers B. We have an Alice Chalmers C. And our latest tractor is an Alice Chalmers CA. I will have a video in the future where we just basically show all 3 of the tractors and talk about them and the whys and stuff like that. The why is, well, because we can. That's really the biggest reason why. The reason I'm doing this video in kind of voiceover mode, and we will be jumping in and out of like actual audio from that day. It was very windy that day, or very hot that day. Not windy. Not windy at all. It was like 100 degrees that day, and we had all of our fans on. So it was windy in the shed. So it was noisy. I think we had football on in the background too, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a whole thing, that's for sure. But very, very noisy. You can see Zach's shirt blowing in the breeze from the fan, actually. I just noticed that. That's kind of funny. But that is why there's not a ton of actual audio from the day. But it's all good. I tell you what, he just has no respect for my 1937. No respect for my paint.
I thought it was a 47.
47. No respect for my 1947 paint. I tell you what.
If it's lasted this long, he'll take one a little bit more.
And yes, indeed, it is a 1947. I misspoke there. Zach called me out on it right away. You could see the gears turning in his head like, I'm going to get this guy. But that's all right. I will say it was very fun having Zach at the farm this particular day. For those of you that don't know, he's a cousin of the neighbors down in the country, and my family's known his family forever, and we've become friends, we'll say. He's a good guy. So it's nice to have him at the farm and, let him get his hands dirty working on the tractor and stuff. It's not something he does a lot of, but it was fun. It was a good day. So there was a lot of working words were said too, that words that don't necessarily need to be, how we say, on YouTube, right? But that's okay. Zach is trying to get violent with my tractor here, trying to get that bolt out. And the funny thing is we actually had the bolt out and we put it back in. And then he was trying to get it out the second time. So if you noticed in the last clip, he actually had that bolt out, but we had to put it back in because we had to move our engine hoist.
I can't make this tractor any worse than what it is.
If it falls, it'll be a lot worse than it is. Yes, sir.
You guys got no weed eaters?
All right, so I swear he's going to get this bolt out sometime in the next 3 to 6 business years. That's okay. He definitely does it. Like I said, Zach doesn't do this a lot, but it was fun to have him come to the farm and learn about some tractors. Well, one tractor. There you go. Okay, engine's free. And the biggest problem that he was having there was obviously some weight on the tractor, some pressure. Since this has been filmed, we have actually acquired one of those things that like mounts to the top of the engine at 4 places, and you have a little crank and you can move it back and forth for leveling the engine. That is very nice. Haven't actually used it yet, but it's going to make reassembly so much better. So we were having a little difficulty here actually sliding the engine away from the tractor. Nothing too bad. The biggest problem is we're on dirt in our shed, obviously, and it's kind of soft this time of year. So Dad's using what we use as a tamper, but he's using it as a pry bar, basically trying to move the engine hoist at this point, and it wasn't really working. So, because the wheels that are on there are like small and metal, and they kind of just dig into the dirt. So eventually we'll get it, but the struggle bus was a little real, trying to get this to all happen. So hopefully when we reassemble, we like, you know, lay down some 2x6s or something would be nice to put those wheels on so we don't have that issue. Although Dad said the other day, if we wait for winter, the ground will be frozen. It'll be nice and hard. And that is true. It'll work a lot better in the winter, once the ground's frozen. But I don't really want to be working on this tractor still over winter. I would like to be working on something else by then. I would like to get this thing functional and drivable this winter. Probably not tires before winter actually sets in. But definitely, I would like to get the engine running and get it drivable. The tires that are on it are definitely junk and definitely need to be replaced. There's one tire that's okay, but it is going to get 4 new tires just so they all match. I don't want to have, you know, 2 different rear tires. I just don't like that idea at all. So we'll definitely replace them and get all 4 new tires eventually. It's going to be a process, but that's okay. This tractor has needed a lot, but it's been fun, so it's okay. Well, wait, we're free. Wow. I think I missed it, but wow, okay, we're free.
Man, that clutch looks new, good.
And we definitely got the engine off the tractor. Look, it looks so weird. Just half a tractor sitting there with no engine, no front end. It's so strange, but that is okay. That is okay. Quick little note in this video. Appreciate you guys leaving comments and stuff in the first video, and appreciate you guys like, I don't know, just along for the journey. And it's been so much fun working on this tractor with my dad. And anytime, you know, we have projects at the farm, they're fun. Don't get me wrong, but there's just something about working on this stuff that's old, antique, and working on it with my pops. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? And I do also want to mention, there was a comment in the first video from somebody by the name of Renee. Renee, hi. Renee is a friend of my mom's from back in the day. Renee, if you want to or would like to, we would appreciate you. Reach out to us, PumaPlow@gmail.com. That's my email address. Please send me an email. We would love to talk to you. It's been years, just saying. So yeah, reach on out. We would appreciate it. Definitely. I know Dad's wanting to talk to you as well. But anyway, back to the tractor. It needs lots of stuff, but it's been fun to work on, you know? So it's one of those things. Yeah, it's kind of grimy and gooey and needs parts and all that stuff. And yeah, we might have mixed some. It's okay. It happens, right? So those are definitely locked up, by the way. Very locked up, especially cylinders 2 and 3. So start at the front of the engine, go back, you know, 1, 2, 3. The 2 and 3 were the worst ones because you can tell they were down. So they would have been able to hold more water. So 1 and 4 weren't bad, but boy, the rest of them, the other 2 were pretty gooey, but that's okay. So we did luck out with a few things, like the clutch looks brand new, and we're actually pretty excited about that. Looking like we won't have to replace the clutch at all, which is great. We're hoping the rear end of the tractor is okay. They're kind of built like tanks, to be honest. They're very well, that part's not built like a tank. That's the oil screen for the pickup in the engine. But anyway, we'll have to fix that. But the rear ends on these tractors are built kind of like tanks, and so we're hoping that we don't have to do too much back there, and we really won't know until we fire it up. It slobbered everywhere. You got it on there, and every time you turn it, slobbers. Some more. You want tight engine parts? What are yep, there goes. Didn't quite plan on that. It took it.
there for the duration, I guess that's it.
You know it's bad when you have to break out the shop vac to vacuum your engine out, right? Dad also vacuumed up a shop rag, or just a rag right there is what he was kind of referring to about it being gone. Well, it's still in the vacuum, so I guess it's gone forever. I'm not sure. But I will say, in closing here in this video, it has been really fun getting to learn this old tractor and figure out how stuff works. It's pretty simple, really. There's not a lot to it, but it's really cool to just dive in and, you know, kind of go in blind. Yeah, I'm doing a little research by watching different YouTube videos of a guy rebuilding them and stuff, but it's fun just to kind of jump in and figure it out. You know, it's kind of neat. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want more videos about old orange tractors, let me know. Leave a comment, question, concern, whatever you guys have in the comment section down below. I would appreciate it as always.
Yummy.
Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, Toodles.